Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 59. Super. Check me out. Mike 5'9".
Goff on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big stop. Value three.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Freeman. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive lineman, that makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3. Hey, white. 24.
Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Again, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
Let's get it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch a slant.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of fun.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 59.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Steve, 6.
Throwing again is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, black 25. We ain't giving up nothing to check. Check, 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 check.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gotta do better. Come on, TV, come on.
Now it's gone. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Cut, 180, value 1, screen, 6-6, pull it high.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Higbee secures it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
A gain of 15.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 45 to the mark. Check, 45 to the mark. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Switch up, switch up.
Goff on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go.
Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He sets the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run here with Henderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over
Let's go,
first
baby.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akeem Talib. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
That he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now gone. And he's going to go down again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 59, ready. Check 43.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, South.
To throw is Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Jim. Check.
Now Ryan on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
21. 61, matchbox lights. Let him go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
51, down. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Hey, exit. 54. Get in the white room.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The kick by Bryan is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Who that? Who that? Check, check. Lucky. Shell. Shell. Two. 59. Mike's 59. Hey.
To the air again. Gone. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Mike 58 right there.
Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get off the field. Louis.
From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Goff. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll try and run. Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Freeman again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Get track. 54, stop. Switch it.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. And today,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he spots Henderson open left side. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
White 20. 45. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Value 3. That's it.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They run once more with Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 39.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Get out.
This is Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
51. Rush in. Rush in. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
Ready. We're ready. 58. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Slam. 51. South. Topper. Ready to go.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
3rd down and 13.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But